Hi, I'm Vernice Tantuco, a lifestyle and entertainment reporter for Rappler.com, and today we're here live with Greyson Chance.
Oh, thanks
Hello.
for having me. I'm excited to be
Hi.
here. Oh, there it is.
You might know Greyson from the Ellen DeGeneres show. Ellen discovered him actually a couple of years back. He was playing Paparazzi, a cover of Paparazzi, and now he's here. He has a new album out, and he's incredibly tall.
Taller than last time.
Yeah, definitely. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I've been in the Philippines now for, this is my, I guess technically third day here, but yeah, everything's all right. You know, it's been a while since I've been back, but we're back with this new EP, Somewhere Over My Head, and I'm excited to be back in the Philippines.
Yeah, it was a long time between your last body of work and this new EP. Yeah. What were you up to during that time?
Well, I took a bit of a hiatus
Yeah.
because I started out in music when I was really young. You know, the video that you were talking about that Ellen saw and got me my deal, I put that up when I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
So basically from like 12 through 15, I was traveling, I was putting out records, I was touring a lot and, you know, being on planes all the time. So I kind of took a break to say, okay, I want to go back home to Oklahoma where I'm from and maybe grow up a bit normal and figure out where I wanted to go with this next body of work. And so it took some time. Obviously my voice changed too.
Yeah.
And yeah, but now we're back with Somewhere Over My Head.
Did your voice changing affect like your music or anything like that?
Yeah, well, a lot of people will say, they'll be like, oh yeah, like, you know, when your voice changes, it's not too bad at all. Like, you know, it's just supernatural. I'll be the first one to say it's like the worst thing in the world.
Really?
It's so bad, yeah. And so I had to kind of, I had to give it some time and really focus on how I was going to work with this new voice. But now I know it like the back of my hand. So, so yeah, I went home and got adjusted.
Yeah, and I heard you playing a while ago. You were amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, hey, we play the keys and sing. I've been doing it for a while now, and so that's just what I do.
Okay. So you also finished high school recently.
Yes, I just graduated last week.
So why did you entered the industry when you were 12 years old? And most people who do that, they don't really go through school anymore. Why did you choose to finish school?
Well, I started, I didn't go to like a proper school, so I was doing online school while I was traveling through the road. But yeah, I don't think I really had a choice. You know, my parents kind of told me, they were like, hey, if your grades aren't good, then, you know, we're gonna pull you back and you're gonna get your grades good. So I just always kept on it. And yeah, I encourage everybody to stay in school and to work as hard as you can on your schoolwork, but also have fun. A little trouble is fine, but keep your grades good.
Okay, and now we're gonna come back in a little bit.
Awesome.
We're just gonna. That was just a teaser with Greyson. He will sing for us, and yeah. So we'll see you later.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye. Sorry. Hi, we're back here with Greyson Chance. Sorry for that momentary lapse, but now we're back. And I think before we cut off, you were talking about finishing high school and choosing to finish it even though you were, in the industry and trying to make it big. So
Well, it was good too because music can sometimes get a bit crazy. And you know, when you're doing shows all the time and you're on planes and you're traveling around, sometimes you just need you just want to sit down and be in something boring for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I always actually enjoyed school and try to keep my grades as high as possible.
yeah, that's good.
So stay in school, kids.
So did any of your high school experiences affect your songwriting? Were any songs inspired by those experiences?
Yeah, I mean, as a songwriter, you take everything from your life experience and you kind of put that back in the music. This EP in particular was really inspired by, I'd been going back and forth since I was young from Oklahoma to LA to California,
Yeah.
where I was working, but this past August I moved there permanently on my own. And so a lot of this EP was inspired about, being in a big city by myself and, being 18 there, certainly having some wild moments, having some long nights, that sort of thing. So yeah, I think you take a lot of inspiration, and I'm very inspired by my friends and by the relationships I have with people and all that stuff, yeah.
Okay. And you've been touring around. Yeah, you've been in Asia
Yeah.
at this
So
time.
we were in Singapore last week, we were in Malaysia a couple days ago, and now I'm in the Philippines, and we have one more stop before America, and then I'm going to be going back, and yeah, it's amazing coming over here, and especially to the Philippines.
Yeah,
I love being here.
When you were in Singapore, your opening act was Darren Espanto from
Yeah.
The Voice Kids Philippines. He was a contestant in one of the previous seasons. What was it like? What was it like working with him?
It was amazing. It was, I'd been familiar with Darren, and when I met him and, I saw him play, his voice was just incredible.
Yeah.
And also too, I mean, it's interesting for me after growing up in the industry to see someone who's younger and who is my age growing up. I don't know, I kind of wanted to shield him. I was like, be careful, don't let this person come after you or this person. But I mean, his voice is absolutely incredible, and I wish him all the best of luck. He's a strong talent.
So did you give him any advice, actually?
I think we talked a bit actually about, I told him the number one thing is I said, do you take good care of your mama? How close are you to your parents? And he said, I'm close. I said, okay, good, that's important. And I think I just told him to focus on his family and to keep your personal life as strong in your life as possible, and to not let music, sort of override that, because music is great and all that stuff is great, but family and friends are very important.
Oh, good advice.
Of course.
And you're here in the Philippines this is your third day?
It's my third day, but fourth time being here in the Philippines, yeah.
Yeah, and you had a show last night. You're having a show tonight.
Yes.
And you're having another show tomorrow. Is this like normal for you to do a lot of shows in one place?
I think it's pretty unique to Manila or to the Philippines. I keep a pretty busy schedule, and especially with this EP, promoting it. But that's what I love to do. I love coming, and tonight we're going to be at the Uptown Grand Canal at McKinley Hill here in Manila, and then tomorrow we're going to be at Uptown Bonifacio, the mall. And so, tonight is Venice Grand Canal at McKinley Hill. Tomorrow is Uptown Bonifacio, and so yeah, we're really excited to play. And I love staying busy, and I love seeing the fans, and I love playing shows.
Do you have any memorable experiences in the Philippines, or a memorable experience with a Filipino fan?
Well, the memorable experience that everybody's been talking about, I was actually bit while I was here by a fan one time. But it was fine, it was an accident, or at least I hope so.
How
I hope she enjoyed the way my skin tasted. I don't know. So that was memorable. And but honestly, I think more the normal experience is just going out. Like last night when we played, I was just so overwhelmed by the crowd and by the support, and by just seeing everyone. And unfortunately, we don't get to spend as much time with everybody as I was like. But we went through and we signed as many EPs as possible and tried to say hello to everybody. So it was really, really nice.
And this first song that you're going to play for us, Back on the Wall, it's part of your most recent EP.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, so this is the current single right now, and it's one of my favorite songs on the EP because I think the chorus is really feel good and sort of makes you want to roll the windows down and have a good time. But the song is basically about the first line, which is I'm wild some days, but I'm loyal, and that had to do a lot with me moving away and being 18 in a big city for sure.
Okay, well, take it away.
Awesome, thank you. I'm
some days, but I'm a loyal baby. I know you think I'm coming undone, but there's no need to be afraid. Just let it go for a minute. If you're feeling cold, let it hit you. We want to feel emotion, so let's feel it. I know, baby, 'cause your love puts me back on the wall. Your love puts me back on the wall. And I know, hey, your love. You're intoxicating, but you're so damn complicated. I want to see you coming undone after all this time that I've been waiting. Just let it go for a minute. If you're feeling cold, let it hit you. We want to feel emotion, so let's feel it. I know, baby, 'cause your love puts me back on the wall. Your love puts me back on the wall. And I know, hey, just let it go for a minute. If you're feeling cold, let it hit you. We want to feel emotion, so let's feel it. I know, baby, your love. If darkness comes to you, babe, you don't have to worry. I'ma be the one to stay. I'ma be the one to stay. When darkness comes to you, babe, you don't have to worry. I'ma be the one to stay. I'ma be the one to stay. When darkness comes to you, baby, you don't have to worry. I'ma be the one to stay. I'ma be the one to stay. When darkness comes to you, baby, you don't have to worry. Your love puts me back on the wall. Your love. Push me back, when it push me back, baby, push me back. When it push me back, baby, push me back. When it push me back, baby, your love puts me back on the wall. Thank you.
All right. If you're just
Cheers
tuning
to the
in
lovely
now,
support behind me.
if you are just tuning in now, we are here live with Greyson Chance. Hello. He
Hey.
is in the Philippines for the day until tomorrow. He has a couple of concerts going on right now in Manila, and to promote his new EP. And so, you were saying earlier that was your favorite song on the album. I was wondering if you have a favorite line that you've written on the album.
Well, I don't know, some days it changes for me a lot. You know, like sometimes the next song I'm about to play is a record called More Than Me, and like, you know, I like Back on the Wall because it's very feel good, you know?
Yeah.
And the chorus hits on the record, and it just, I don't know, it's nice, it hits you well. But this next record and some other songs on the EP too, they hit me in different ways on different days, you know? Like I like the way a certain record might sound or the lyric, depending on how I'm feeling. So, I don't know, one of my favorite lyrics from the entire EP is, you'll catch it on this next song, it's the ending sort of line, which is, when I thought you were looking at me, you were looking instead somewhere over my head, which is the title line
That's
from the
so
EP.
sad.
Yeah, I know, isn't that so sad? Yeah. Cheers. There's no bourbon in here, there probably should be. Yeah, so it's, yeah, I don't know, it was one of my like favorite lines to write as a writer, and yeah, it's sad, but I like it.
Yeah, because we've been getting questions online
Yeah, of
a
course.
lot, and someone actually asked, how do you not cry whenever you sing that song?
I actually probably have a couple times before. I see people, I think even last night even, I looked out into the audience and there was someone who just looked so wrecked when I was playing that song, like just crying, just like holding her hands up, and I was like, hey, right there with you. I don't know, I mean, yeah, the song definitely brings back memories, but I enjoy playing it. You know, it's like, it almost feels like a relief sometimes as a songwriter when you get something off your chest like that.
Yeah.
And that one to me is, being from where I'm from in Oklahoma, it's very rural, you know, sort of primitive. That song to me was sort of like, it was the closing page of like me growing up there and me being a teenager there, and yeah, maybe having my heart broken once or twice.
Was it the hardest song to write on the EP?
Yeah, definitely, and
Yeah.
it took the longest too. I was playing over, these are the chords right here, if you listen. So like super gospel, right? So then it goes down to, so that little progression right there I'd been playing for like 6 months before anything came over it that I really liked. So yeah, it took a long while, and the lyric too, I had to be, yeah, it's tough sometimes to bring out those emotions and do that sort of thing.
And you write all your own songs?
I do,
Yeah.
yes. Everything on the EP was written by me.
Do you have like a dream collaboration if you were ever to collaborate with someone?
There are certain people in the industry who aren't like artists and stuff that I would love to collaborate with. But in terms of in the industry and with artists, I would say probably my number one is like Sam Smith at the moment, because like, you know, that would just be amazing. You know, because his voice is like,
Yeah.
it's amazing. And
I think you guys would come up with like a really, really sad song though.
yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, both him and I are probably pretty sad. Another artist is Sam Sparrow, who's super cool and in the States. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a list of people that I would love to collaborate with, of course.
So you've been in the industry since you were 12,
Yeah.
and now you're 18, and that's a pretty long time. You kind of grew up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the ups and downs of the industry that you've kind of gone through, and what have you learned since then?
I mean, the industry sometimes can be really, really tough, and sort of navigating it, especially as a young kid, is hard. But I think, you know, for me, I was actually dropped by my label in 2012, actually, after working with them for 2.5 years and having this team around me and having, you know, this sort of big company that was helping me out and working my project. I got dropped by them, and that was really hard. I was 15 at the time, and during it, I was going, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? But looking back, sometimes negative things in your life can really sort of turn around and be positive. Because during that time, I completely fell in love with music, more than I ever have been before. So I don't know, the industry's tough, but you just have to focus on the music, and you just have to focus on the fans and let all the other stuff sort of fade away into the distance, and to just keep on writing, keep on rocking.
Okay. And that's what your new EP is also like.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
a product of that time.
yeah, this EP is just like me kind of not giving, not really caring anymore about what vloggers were going to think or what anyone else was going to think. I just wanted to make an EP for me and for the fans.
Yeah.
And we did that, and so I'm excited to have done that.
And you've been in Asia before. What
Yeah.
is the best thing for you about performing in Asia?
I'd probably say the excitement of the fans,
Yeah.
the crowds. Every time I come over here, you know, we were just in Malaysia last week, and the crowds were insane. And then last night, too, in the Philippines. I mean, as an artist, it just always warms my heart to
Yeah.
see the fans singing along. So the enthusiasm, for sure.
Do you get to try a little bit of the culture, the food at each place?
I tried to as much. I actually, in the Philippines, and I'm terrible at pronouncing things, so you have to excuse me.
Okay.
But okay, so while I've been here, I've had sisig,
Sisig.
which they told me
Yes.
was like, they were like, yeah,
It's
we're
like
not going
pig's
to tell you
face.
what type of, yeah. See, she's honest with it. They were like, we're not going to tell you what type of meat it is, but just try it. And so
It's
I did
great.
that. It was good. It was
Yeah.
awesome. And yeah, just like been trying to have as much Filipino food as possible while I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything that what's like the weirdest food that you've tried? Or the most out there?
I mean, I'm from Oklahoma, so
Oh.
we eat like everything and anything. I'm not gonna get into some of the stuff that we eat back home because it gets gross. But I'd say the one thing I really don't like, and all the fans out there who are watching, they know this, is I hate durian. Like that is my biggest Do you know durian?
Ah, yes, the stinky fruit.
Yeah. I
Really?
Can't mess with that, man.
I thought that's pretty big
only
here.
in Asia. We don't have it in America. I'm so glad we don't have it. Yeah, that's.
So you have tried it. You tried it in
Yeah.
Singapore?
No, I tried it in Malaysia.
Oh.
And also, actually, I had durian ice cream in Singapore while I was there this trip, and like, it's terrible.
Okay.
Even like it makes ice cream bad. Like if it makes ice cream
Really?
bad, then yeah. Okay. Do you like it?
It's all right. It's okay.
Don't mess with me.
Okay.
Don't bring me out durian.
And so now you're going to sing for us your song "More Than Me."
Yes, from
Yeah.
the EP Somewhere Over My Head. This is the last song on the EP, and this one's called More Than Me. Thank you for having me today. I was excited to be here.
Thank you
No,
so
please,
much for
come on.
having us too. Is there anything you want to say to your Filipino fans?
To all the Filipino fans out there, thank you so much for all the support with this EP Somewhere Over My Head. And thanks to everyone who came out last night at Eastwood. Hope to see you tonight at Venice Grand Canal at McKinley Hill, or tomorrow at Uptown Bonifacio. And yeah, cheers. And this doesn't fit here. Oh wait, no, it does. Mahal ko kayo. That's good,
Thank
right?
you. Yes.
Okay. And this one's called More Than Me.
All right.
I lost my way on streets that I paved. When I was deep in the blue, you were gone the whole time. You fall behind and I say goodbye. When you dropped your drink, I know my mind. Gone are the times we sipped on good wine for the tasting. Now you and I, we just drink what we find, getting wasted. Your memory near, laced with the pain. I needed love, but it's never the same. I wanted more, you wanted more than me. When the bottle is gone in that silence, I find life isn't nothing but chasing the time. I wanted more, you wanted more than me. Oh baby, since July I've had restless nights. Heard you got a brand new me, 'cause you're doing fine. While you're getting through all the shit that you do, staying vacant. Oh, I'll drink when I find, 'cause my angel's on high, staying wasted. Your memory near, head, somewhere over my head, somewhere over my head, somewhere over my, somewhere over my head, somewhere over my, somewhere over my head.
Thank you so much.